Alright, I just wanted to make a quick video and show you what I did. If I can point it out point it out clearly, but basically you can see my muffler bolts on the GY6 motor. They do just unscrew themselves within like 50 miles. One of them fell off even after I tightened them. It fell off at like 50 miles later. So what I did is, since there was enough room, the stud didn't go all the way to the end. Let me see if I can hold it. The stud didn't go all the way to the end of the nut. So what I did is I just drilled a hole in where I could put a wire through. One thing you got to watch out for is, let's see if I can get my hand up in there, the plastic. Originally the wire was supposed to go this way, and I put a little slit in the plastic underneath here. Obviously I could have taken it all apart and did a little neater, but every time I tightened it down, it kept moving and it kept moving farther. So I'm not sure if the metal inside of the bolt or the stud was stretching, or if the gasket material underneath here was compressing, but I wasn't really over tightening it. I was just snugging it down, but it kept turning farther every time I did it. So when I cut the original slit, finally, it just kept moving, and finally I caught on, and I just gave a big wide area here and a little bit of an area right here. But you can see under here, this is all like some kind of plastic. Not sure, not quite sure why it's there, because it has holes in it and everything, so it's not trapping air, it's not for airflow that I can think of. But anyway, you can see I just took a piece of copper house wire, drilled a hole just big enough, and so, as these turn or do whatever, I can always, put them in on a different angle or something. I left a little piece right here extra, so it was easier to get it in there, because you kind of got to fool around with it and, wiggle it up and down and everything. But once I put it in the holes, you can see I just kind of bent them a little bit. Not overdo it, because I may want to take it out and put it in and take it out. I don't want it breaking, right away. You can see I just bent this one a little, just enough so it's not going to slide out. And I kept it away from the plastic. This is like plastic right in here, so you can stick your finger under there. It's all away from the plastic. Even though this plastic right here is actually pretty close to the muffler, the material and everything. And this, as I said before, this really gets hot. I mean, the mufflers on these get really hot, the exhaust. But anyway, that's how I hope to solve the unscrewing bolt or unscrewing nut problem on the motors. And I just kind of put a little area here, use the Dremel tool, put an area here so I can have room to thread it through. And your bike may be a little different underneath, so you'd have to check it out. But every time I turned it, like I said, it kept moving a little farther, so I just opened up a big area. And of course, if I ever take off that plastic, I can clean it up a little bit, but I made sure to get all the excess plastic and keep it from touching here, because we don't want it on fire or anything. But anyway, we'll see how that works. But that was my solution to keeping those bolts from unscrewing and falling out. There's no way they can unscrew now, and the copper will withstand the heat, just fine. And it's all pulled away from any plastic or anything. And I left, a lot of extra copper, so it's easy to bend and maneuver as I'm trying to thread it through the little holes. And you can see I just bent the ends a little to keep it from just popping out. So that should take care of it. All right, I'll let you know how it works out.